guidance, your wisdom, and support as we begin this meeting. Help us to engage in a meaningful discussion. Allow us to grow closer as a group and nurture the bonds of the community. And we ask this in your name. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, you may be seated. Oh, would you please, I'll call the meeting to order. Would you please do a roll call?
Huckabee.
Here.
Hammond.
Here.
Scott.
Here.
Earls.
Here.
Okay, we do have a quorum. Looking at the consent agenda, is there anything that you would like to have removed off the consent agenda? If not, do I have a motion to approve the consent agenda?
I'll make a motion to approve.
We have a motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second
We have a second. Call for a vote, please.
Huckabee.
Yes.
Hammond.
Yes.
Earls.
Yes.
All right, motion carries. Any further discussion on any of the items? We didn't remove anything, but I just want to make sure. And then the remarks or inquiries by the audience. Do you have anything to say? Anybody can stand up for 3 minutes and tell us something? Anybody? Okay. Reports. Financial report for February of 26 by the city manager.
January
January.
2026.
Okay, sorry.
For the month
I don't know
of,
how to read.
for the month of January, we made a total, in our general government side, we made a total of $400,640. Our expenses were $180,947. I'll break it down and show you and tell you, you've got them all in front of you right now, the revenues and expenses. But we made $50,844 in sales tax, $14,999 in use tax, alcohol tax, $7,000, franchise tax, $2,393. In other revenue, we made $215,000. That consists of insurance payments that we received for the month of January, so that's why that number looks significantly large. For fines, we made $1,678, and those fines come from the police department and people paying on their tickets. The transfers in and the easements remained the same. Compared to last year, in sales tax, we're down 11%. Our use tax is up by 14%. Our alcohol beverage tax is up by 19%. Our franchise tax is up. And of course, again, our other miscellaneous revenue is a lot of our insurance checks that we're receiving for our roofs, and we've got a hospital check in there as well. So $219,692 is what we remained surplus in the general government side. In the MUA side, we have $428,000 that we made in the authority side, and we spent $335,000. In our water revenue, we received $56,000 for the month of January, up 11% from last month. $30,000 in our rehab, and I have a typo on that right-hand side, but we are up about 3% from the last month of December. In the electric revenue, we have $207,000, up by 18%. Wind power, $33,000, up by 15% from last month. Our sanitation is $42,000, up by 2% from last month. So that just gives us a total of $428,603. In our bank account, currently we have $859,000. We do have purchase requests outstanding in the amount of $20,696.17. $204,000 checks outstanding. We have a hospital check in our account for the amount of $61,353.50. An insurance check for our roof for $31,129.14. Our estimated payroll for the month of February, is $86,000, and that is an estimate. We estimate that high. So that leaves us $456,000 positive in our bank account. I do want to let everyone know we have had budget meetings. We started budget season. We've had budget meetings all last week. We had Commissioner Hammond attend. last week with us. Commissioner Earls attended with us on Monday, which was yesterday, I believe. Is it yesterday? Yeah. And so he was here all day with us, and he's seen the process of how the budget goes, and it was a good day, interesting, positive day yesterday, and I'm sure he felt the same. We have a couple of more tomorrow with Commissioner Huckabee, and Steve was going to see if the mayor could attend with us tomorrow as well.
I already had it scheduled.
Okay. So, yeah, that's all we've been doing, is working on budget these last few weeks.
Okay.
Thank you, Rhonda.
Any questions? Anything else you'd like to hear?
I don't know.
Okay, let's go on to the police report by the chief of police.
Good evening.
Good evening.
We had 382 calls for service this month. We had 17 911 transfers, an accident, no injury, 1 business alarm, a residential alarm, 9 animal calls, 9 BOLOs, 2 breaking and enterings, 2 cattle calls, child endangerment, 4 civil issues, 1 domestic dispute, 3 EMS, 1 escort, 6 extra patrols. We went out with fire 4 different times on various different things. We were flagged down twice. We had 18 follow-ups. We had 187 requests for information, 1 intruder call, 2 motorist assist, 3 noise disturbances, 1 open door, 1 parking problem, 9 reckless drivers, 1 repossession, 24 requests to speak to an officer, 1 search warrant, 1 shots fired, 3 standbys, 2 stolen property reports, 2 suspicious persons report, 2 suspicious vehicle reports, 27 traffic, and 7 welfare checks. Out of that, we ended up with 14 reports. That was 3 assaults. We had 1 civil protective order, a health and safety, 3 other offenses non-traffic, 1 public peace, 2 threats of intimidation, 1 trespass of real property, and 1 warrants for other agencies. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, fire report by the fire chief.
We had a pretty slow month. We only had 22 calls for the month of February. And they broke down to 8 aircraft standby, 10 lift assist, 2 grass fires, 1 vehicle fire, and 1 gas leak. That's it.
Wow,
Thank you, Karen.
I guess that's good, not having,
It is.
that's good, yeah. Okay. Item number 9, discussion and possible action to approve resolution number 2026-030301 for the city of Mangum to hold a special election on June 16, 2026. Do you want
That
to
is-
address that just for the
Right.
election?
Correct.
Yeah. Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
We have a motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second
We have a second here. Call for a vote, please.
Huckabee,
Yes.
Hammond,
it. Yes.
Earls.
Yes.
Okay. And then number 10, discussion and possible action to approve the resolution 2026-030302, adding Mary Jane Scott to the bank accounts. Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Have a motion, have a second?
I'll second
We have a second. Call for a vote, please.
Huckabee,
Yes.
Hammond,
it. Yes.
Earls.
Yes.
Okay. Number 11, discussion and possible action to approve resolution number 2026-030303, amending the FY26 budget for commission election expense in the amount of $358.08 for payment to the Greer County Election Board invoice for the previous special election. Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
I have a motion. Can I have a second, please?
I'll second.
We have a second. Call for a vote.
Huckabee,
Yes.
Hammond,
Yes.
Earls.
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Number 12, discussion and possible action to approve the resolution 2026-030304, amending the FY 2026 Police Department budget in the amount of $138,124.06 in order for them to purchase 2 new patrol units. Chief Taylor.
Mayor, council members, thank you for your time. I'm here today to discuss the current condition of the Mangum Police Department fleet and to present a proactive plan that focuses on officer safety, liability reduction, and predictable budgeting. Currently, the department operates 4 patrol units for a 5-officer agency. At this time, only 1 unit is consistently dependable for daily patrol operations. If you look at your charts that I have there, you got a little color-coded chart. Okay, one of the vehicles has 170,000 miles. It has non-functional all-wheel drive, and the traction control system is not working correctly. This creates safety concerns. Another newer vehicle, the 2021 Charger, has experienced repeated major drivetrain failures resulting from over 8 months of downtime since I've started. The first time that that vehicle had an issue was at 9,000 miles when the transmission went out.
And it was a
And-
new vehicle, right?
It's a 2021. It's the
Well, I
newest
meant-
one we have.
Okay.
And then the second time the transmission and entire drivetrain went out was at 29,000 miles. Luckily, those were all covered under warranty. The third vehicle, which is the 2019 Durango, it continues to require ongoing repairs and is currently in the shop. It should have got fixed this week. It got fixed this week, right? Okay. As a result, we're operating with limited redundancy, and the remaining reliable unit is being heavily used every single day. This creates operational risk for the city when the patrol vehicle becomes unreliable. It affects response capabilities, officer safety, and increased liability exposure. Continuing to invest heavily in aging vehicle fleets becomes less cost-effective over time. This time, we were able to fix it for right around $2,000. But if we had gone to the dealership, it would have been $5,000 to look at it and up to $15,000 to fix it. Of course, that's an estimate. It could have been less. This request is not about replacing vehicles simply because of age. It is about transitioning from receiving maintenance to a structured replacement cycle and to provide predictable budgeting that reduces long-term repair costs. How does it reduce long-term repair costs? Most of the vehicles, or those vehicles, will be under warranty, so therefore it helps out. I'm requesting authorization to purchase 2 patrol units immediately and to plan for a 3rd unit next fiscal budget year. This phased approach prevents future emergency purchases and stabilizes the fleet moving forward. My goal is to ensure that our officers have safe, reliable equipment while managing costs, responsibilities for the city. I am happy to answer any questions. If you look at the next page, these are the 2 vehicles that I've looked at. These are the 2 vehicles that I got a quote on because they're the ones that I think will fit us the best. Yes, they are expensive.
I started to say 70,807 for one.
And this is fleet price. The vehicle the vehicle for the Ford Explorer, Oklahoma, what's the price? Oklahoma, what was that? No, the price that they do, the bidding, the Oklahoma bid that they do.
State bid.
A state bid. All the prices are the same for the vehicles, no matter where you get them. And so this is going to be $45,000 for the Explorer, and then by the time you finish up fitting it, it's $23,000 more. It's going to be $70,000. The F-150 is a demo, but it already comes with the equipment that I'm requiring to help it be a command and control vehicle. Its state bid price is $48,000, and then to upfit it is going to be a total price of $67,000. Also underneath that, I put some examples of less expensive vehicles. If you look at the next pages, these less expensive used vehicles are anywhere from $39,000 to $21,000. The problem I have with these is they already have 76,000 miles, and that puts us right back where we were.
That's what I was trying to say.
So I'm asking you all to be able to help out the city of Mangum with this situation.
So you haven't had a budget where you would, he would have every new car every so often? I know at one time we used to do that.
We haven't
Years-
had one since
some
I've been
years-
here like
years
that.
ago.
A previous city manager got rid of that fleet management budget.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was in place and then it was taken out. And we were trying to fit it back in this last budget. I tried to fit it back in.
So what we have to hear from you though, if it gets, we'll do that in the budget stuff too, but that's, of course, that's for next year, but what? Do we have the money? I mean, bottom line is, on everything, do we have the money?
We have the money currently right now. We would have to be very, very, careful on how we spend for the next few months. I mean, very careful. Can we do with one unit? Can we start with one
Anything's
unit?
better than nothing. Anything's better than nothing.
One unit would be,
And that's kind of what I was gonna say,
Helpful.
something I was gonna ask y'all about it. What if you bought one now, and then
we budgeted.
2 or 3 months, and you budget whatever, and get another one in
That's
just a
fine.
few months?
I mean, that's a win.
That's a,
Chief, do you want to talk about the financing option? that
There are
is?
other options. There's financing options available. I reached out to the community, some of the financial establishments in town. They had rates to finance the vehicle for between 6 and 7% here in town. The best financing availability was the Red River Credit Union in Altus. They were between 5 and 6%. My question is, keep the business in town? Not, that is an option. There's a third option, which is a financing program that Ford puts on. They call it a lease, but it's just basically a loan. And then at the end of the term, however long that term was, you get to keep your vehicles for $1. At the end of that lease, you keep your equipment and your vehicles for $1. But once again, I don't know the percentages and stuff like that.
And a lot of times those lease deals, you can only drive it so many miles.
Not these.
Not these?
Not
Okay.
these. Because they know they're for emergency vehicles, there's no mileage.
Oh.
There's no mileage on it, no minimum mileage, no anything like that. But once again, that's still gonna be several $1,000s a month.
mhm,
It's still gonna be pretty expensive.
okay. Okay, any other questions, statements, anything you wanna?
So the one you're using right now is the 2020? That's the one you're using right now is the 2020?
We're
On this list.
using all of them, okay?
Right, but I mean, it's operable.
The
The
one
ones
that's
that are
operable
working.
is the 2020 Durango. It's the best one, and the controllers for the seat have broken off to the side and come down, so we're trying to figure out a way to stick them back on.
And you've got one at Cleat, right? Or-
And we have one at Cleat, that's the one that keeps blowing transmissions.
I would suggest that we start off with one vehicle, and I can budget the second vehicle in this next budget, kind of like we did the fire truck, because I want to apply for a grant for them to get the new vehicles, to get 2 of them, just like I did the fire truck. So just to get them started and to get our city safe, I would ask for at least one vehicle.
So what would you recommend? I mean, what would the motion be for that one?
Well, I would recommend the F-150 pickup truck that was $67,000, the cheaper
Okay,
one.
That was gonna be my question.
And that's the one that's equipped the way I actually need it.
It's already equipped, like, do
The
we
only
have to
thing
put
it needs,
anything
the
additional?
only thing it needs is a radio and decals. Because it's a demo.
you tested it out? Have you driven it?
No, it's got 2,500 miles on it. It's in eastern Oklahoma. I was going to, but I just couldn't break away for 10-hour road trip.
I started to say, it's a long ways.
2,500 or 205,000 miles though.
No,
No,
2,500 miles on it.
2,500.
2,500.
Oh, I thought you said 2,000. Oh,
No, no,
okay.
no.
I was gonna be like, oh, that's a lot of miles.
No, I wouldn't be, no, we wouldn't be doing that.
So, what we're looking at now is you guys are gonna have to decide, do you wanna go ahead and make a motion to purchase this one here that he's recommending, that the city manager says we could do that one right now, and then we'll talk about the other one later?
That's fine.
Or
I mean, you
what
guys-
grant were you talking about?
The same grant that we used to buy the fire truck, the REAP grant, it's up to $125,000.
Okay.
And that's what we did the fire truck with. We had the fire truck budgeted in this last budget, and in our budget, we were going to make payments towards it to be able to purchase it throughout the budget. Purchase it, but making payments to pay back these areas. And I ended up applying for that grant, and we got the fire truck. So that's what my goal is. As soon as we close that up and it's open again to apply for it, that's what I want to do.
So it's still kind of down the road?
Oh, yeah, it's down the
Okay.
road. It won't reopen, I think, until yeah,
Yeah, because you can only do
And-
it for certain.
Right.
Another thing is once we get those vehicles in, we'll start phasing the old ones out and putting them, we'll still keep one or two as a reserve vehicle in case of emergencies, but the ones that are in the worst shape, they need to go. We can, if the grant allows us to.
Our
we can.
Durangos came from that grant. Our two Durangos came from that grant a couple of years ago. What has been like now, 4 or 5 years?
2019 and 2020.
Yeah. So I'm hoping, it's not we might not get it, but I'm gonna try and fight for it like we did the fire truck. So, I mean, it's an
Yeah.
option. I would start off with just the one vehicle
Mhm.
right now, and then I can look at the numbers and see paying it back throughout the next fiscal year into buying another one. I can budget another vehicle in the budget.
Right, right, and that's what makes sense, as far as, because we don't have all of it right now. Okay, commissioners, do you guys have any questions, any more questions or thoughts?
No, and you recommend the 2024 Ford F-150?
Correct.
Yeah, $67,246.80.
Correct. And they'll deliver it they're gonna meet us halfway, they'll deliver it to
Oh.
Oklahoma City.
It's even better.
That's
Mhm.
good.
And it would
Pardon?
be on the road quicker.
Yes.
I mean, this other one, it takes a while to get all that.
The other one is road ready as well,
Oh, is it? Okay.
but I particularly for my plans for an emergency vehicle, that could be a command vehicle, and we can turn it into a command vehicle even quicker because of its abilities to carry gear. So, and I was talking to the fire chief the other day, and we need to build some sort of command vehicle.
Yeah. Anything else?
No.
Okay, do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion to allow us the police department to purchase the 2024 Ford F-150 for the price of $67,000.
Okay, we have a motion to purchase the 2024 Ford F-150 for $67,246.80. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Okay, pick one of them.
I chose one.
Okay, can you call for a vote?
Huckabee,
Yes.
Hammond,
Yes.
Earls.
Yes.
All right, motion carries.
I just want to thank you all very much, and I want to thank the citizens for allowing this. Thank you.
You're
Thank
very
you.
welcome. Thank you for all the work you do.
Thank you.
Yeah. Number 13, discussion and possible action to approve the resolution 2026-030305, accepting and amending the FY '26 budget for the OMAG claim check for roof damage in the amount of $23,379.74. You want to go explain that?
This is the amount, the difference between the actual cash value and replace cash value of the roofs. We've already received the check. We just need permission to deposit in the accounts.
Oh, so, that's not a hard motion.
I'll make a motion to approve resolution 2026-030305.
Okay, we have a motion, do we have a second?
I'll second.
We have a second, call for a vote, please.
Huckabee,
Yes.
Hammond,
Yes.
Earls.
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Under other items, number 14, discussion and possible action to approve the electric meter system replacement project with review of funding options.
Okay, so
City manager.
currently we have the electric water meters, that we got maybe 2 years now,
Mhm.
maybe not even that long. They are the drive-by electric meters. It's amazing for our city, amazing for our crew, amazing for the accurate billing that we get with that, and having that system. Currently, right now, we pay to be able to read meters and generate our bills, we have to pay for cell phones to read the electric meters, because now we have the new system of the drive-by water. So we still have our guys going out and having to physically go walk and read electric meters.
How close do they have to get to the meter for it to read it? I mean, like, do they have to stand like over it?
No, they drive by.
So they can just drive by in the car?
Right. And it takes you how long?
Oh, 30 minutes?
So, of course, we are now asking the board to get rid of some of these extra bills that we have to be able to even generate our bills. We have to pay for our cell phones, we have to pay for the SPMR, we have to pay for the additional module in our encode. So we have all these little things that we're paying right now to be able to read meters. And still, even though we have this great system for the water, we still have our men that have to physically go out and walk and read the electric. And so I'm asking to let us apply for the electric meter system replacement. And I have invited Jennifer with Myers Engineering, who was the best, this is the best crew right here that helped us get our water meters in place. They helped us out from the beginning to the end. Every single day they were here, they were calling. Myers Engineering currently, whether we're working on a project or not, still checks up on us to see what we need for our city and lets us know what's going on for our city. Blake, every time I see him, he's amazing. Mr. Brooks was amazing for us, and so I've invited them to kind of talk to you about these options.
Okay.
Sure. She said she's nervous, so.
A little bit.
Well, don't be.
Thank you guys for having us and having the relationship with us. I've loved getting to know the community and Irma. She is on the pulse of what is needed in the community. She works well with the team that's established. Getting to know Brittany too, Steve, it's all been very good. We've given you in your packet some options on meter setups. They're kind of color-coded, so you'll have a gray, a blue, an orange, and a green. Also in yellow, it kind of tells you, like, there's
Where's it at?
CWSRF Principle of
Before you
Forgiveness
continue, what are we looking
or
at?
loan. You're looking at this.
Oh, okay, okay. I
It's in
think
the computer
Yeah.
packet.
Oh, from the computer packet? I think I got it in here.
On your laptop, I think, yeah.
Yep. Is yours black and white?
Yep,
Okay, sorry about that.
yep, there's,
Well,
yep, okay, yeah, it was,
I can move it.
well, yeah.
Do you guys have the ones in color?
Page of them. Oh, okay, never mind.
I just color coded for ease.
It's, yeah.
Do you have one? Sure.
I know it's in here.
Does anybody need more? I have a couple more. Good? Okay, so the difference in the setup that we have is we have a quote from UTS where Blake has the census meters that you have for water. They also do electric. So we can get everything under one umbrella, which will save you costs. It'll also save you on manpower. So on that gray section, that is just to replace your system with drive-by and the cost of everything inclusive for principal forgiveness through a loan forgiveness program called Clean Water State Revolving Fund, or CWSRF. Then underneath that is the same system, but for a loan, if you decided to go into debt and have a loan. So you can see there is a little bit of a price difference just because there's some extra soft costs that need to happen in order to do that processing of a loan. The second page where you'll see kind of an orange and a green, this will be a fixed base system, which Blake could probably talk about better. That is, it is not drive-by, so you'll have to jump in on
Yeah,
that.
so currently, right now, we all have a drive-by system where the guys go out and read the meters with a laptop with an antenna on the truck with a VGB unit. An AMI system would be, we would put an antenna, first we would have to do a prop study. We would get the route file from Jenny, from the electric meters and the water meters. We would upload that and give that to the census engineers. They take a look at, the topo and the indigenous trees and put a 20-year plan out of what everything's gonna look like in 20 years. And we guarantee 98.5% read performance, guarantee that. So we would have to run that first, but these cost estimates are for one base station. And one base station typically covers a 10 to 15 mile radius, which y'all are in that, so I don't know that 100% that you would be one base station, but I can almost guarantee it from how much prop studies we do. Granite, we just got done doing a prop study for them and their one base station. Other than they've got like 20 meters on the north side of the mountain, and we're gonna put another one on the east side of the mountain there to reach those. But I'm pretty sure y'all would be one here. And what that would entail is, like I said, we would put a base station, which is a box about yay big. We'd put it on unistrut and concrete it in the ground. We'd run coax up the ladder of the water tower, and then we'd put an antenna on top. And then the electric meters and the radios from the water meters would talk to the tower, and the tower would send the reading back to Jenny. So there would be,
So there's no drive-by,
correct.
and it would just be a push of a button
Oh
that
my
reads.
You could do a billing event in less than
He has a question.
I have one question.
Yeah.
The old school systems, when they go and they read the meter and they look at the meter,
Yep.
the people that look at the meter can tell if they have a water break by looking at the meter.
Mm-hmm.
Is there an ability to do that so we can tell the customers that, hey, you have a leak going on here?
Yeah, so that's where, fixed base is really nice. If the readings come into City Hall, we have a report that comes in every Monday morning, or not Monday morning, every morning that Jenny could get. It's called continuous consumption, and that means whether the meter runs, and how that flags is if the meter runs nonstop for a 24-hour period, doesn't matter if it's 27 hundredths of a gallon or if it's 27 gallons a minute, it's gonna throw a red flag, and Jenny's gonna get that report. She can call the customer and say, hey, we're pretty sure you have a leak. So you're being proactive on, customers' leaks compared to, as of now, you don't know you have a break until you read your meters every 30 days.
Oh, that's right.
The guys could do it every week and go read the meters and just not upload it into billing, but obviously they're doing other things and it's just not,
That's cool.
it's just not effective. Yeah.
Mhm.
But yeah, everything would read into City Hall. You would get all the alarms. On the electric side, we proposed, you'll see on
So you're saying, let me make sure I'm getting it, that the water would be the same as the electric?
correct, yeah.
And
so-
that they would be sending the water in there too, as well as the electric?
Correct, yeah. So census, we do water, gas, and electric, and, we've almost sealed the deal in Granite. They got all three. So we supply all those under one single umbrella, so,
Yeah.
you literally,
Yeah.
it's a flawless transition.
Yeah.
But on the 1,761 residential meters there, those are the residential meters, the 2S meters that pretty much are on everybody's house. And those are remote disconnects. So Jenny would have the capability of shutting off a non-payment customer here at City Hall, so you wouldn't have to roll a truck. And,
Wow.
not to mention.
That is huge.
I mean, there's a lot of alarms, there's a lot of smart alarms on these newer meters, that.
Isn't there something that if it doesn't connect or throws an arc, it shuts
Correct,
off?
like a high temp, cause there's a lot of houses here, I'm sure that are not wired 100% correctly in the box as far as
Oh.
being to code, and so it'll flow like we installed at the city of Lindsay about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, and they had roughly about 80 residents where it kept flagging a over temp alarm to where obviously it's a safety hazard because you could possibly burn down the house, customer doesn't know that because they've always had a old meter with an old base. Anyways, there's just a lot of neat features now with this that you could hopefully prevent an accident from happening before it takes place. Plus the convenience of obviously just reading here at City Hall, not rolling trucks, remote disconnect, and then.
I can bid my dog.
Absolutely, yeah. And then on the water side as well, you know, we have remote disconnect water meters as well. They're quite a bit more expensive. You wouldn't need them in every scenario, but your repeat customers that Steve and his guys are shutting off every single month, you could put one of those meters in there and Jenny could actually shut that water meter off from
And he
City
wouldn't
Hall.
have to go do it.
Correct.
It sounds really easy when we're saying, you know, the guys go back and forth, but the guys literally go back and forth. They'll shut somebody off and then they'll pay over the phone and then they're right back at it, and
Back
it's a
out there.
constant all day.
So then it also pulls them
Process.
from other activities that need to
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
happen.
Yes.
Because then they'll have to stop, take care of that customer and
Yes.
go back. So we are here to make your life easy.
And I brought some if y'all wanna pass. That is the remote disconnect, the 2S meter, the residential meter, and then these ones here are the commercial, which y'all don't have that many commercial, the
Mhm.
3-phase.
What's the commercial,
Yeah.
just bigger?
Yeah, that'd be for your businesses and whatnot.
So having that type of fixed-based system obviously will make things a lot easier in running municipal government on your utilities. It does come with a little bit of a price, so there is a price difference for that cost. And so you can see that item number 8. So in there is the one base station, but also 3 years of annual fees, and then software programming, training, operator manuals and stuff like that. So that's where that extra cost is coming from to have that fixed base system. But again, it also will allow your water meters your new auto read water meters to go into that system too, and drive-bys will stop
But
if
that,
you go that
but we'll
route.
be eliminating some of the other costs that we have
Yes.
currently right now with just reading
Yes.
our older meters.
Yes,
And also, if you didn't want to do AMI where the readings come into City Hall today, you could still purchase these meters and we could still drive by. Town of Olusty has a drive-by system, and they have water and electric, and they read them both at the same time with the drive-by system, which typically a municipality your size, you know, most people your size go fixed base just because of how big y'all are, and, you know, Olusty doesn't have quite as much stuff going on here as probably what Steve and his guys do, so,
I know Steve is recommending the non-drive-by where, and we've kind of just all sat down and talked about it, and that's just the better option. I mean, the man hours they're gonna be gone, and Blake is right, you know, where right now we read meters and then a month later we go and then there's a water leak and we're informing them a month later because we don't go to their houses every single day to double check things, but I just, we talked about this even when we did the water, and I think it's just amazing, and it's time for us to move forward and see if we can
so it's just
get these.
a decision on financing, really.
Mhm.
If you
Oh,
wanna
yeah.
do 100% loan forgiveness, we all want that,
Oh,
but
yeah.
if it needs to shift into a loan, are you open to that? So we kind of are showing you a Cadillac with the fixed base and a Ford with the drive-by system. And then Mr. Brooks can talk about some of the financing and try to break it down for you when you think of the loan forgiveness versus the loan.
Okay.
Just wanna make sure we were talking, the electric meters we're talking about, you can turn them off remote.
the residential you can, the 3-phase commercial ones you cannot, they haven't come up with a remote disconnect yet on it.
Is that what we have now for commercial?
Yes,
The
you'll
3
have a 3-phase, yes.
And if we did what we're talking about doing, does it also turn off the water?
If you purchase an Ally remote disconnect meter, the iPearls that they have currently, those are not those are not.
So
Right.
I just
There's no
wanted to make
electric
sure
on.
you were
Yeah.
clear that it works on the electric, that
Yes.
isn't an automatic, that it
Correct.
goes over the water, okay? My name's Alan Brooks, I'm with the Public Finance Law Group in Oklahoma City. I've worked on several transactions for you all over the years. As noted, we worked on this last principal forgiveness transaction. You've all got all grant money to do. We call it principal forgiveness, that's a fancy name for a grant, okay? But a grant for your water meters. We applied for, in 2024, for some additional principal forgiveness money. You didn't qualify. This year, the Water Board has changed up their program, and they've made this money available for electric meters. There's a process we have to go through. The Oklahoma Water Resources Board has to check with the Oklahoma Conservation Commission and determine if you're an entity that would be eligible for this. It's a long, convoluted story you probably don't want to hear, but you're eligible, okay? So we've checked that box, okay? There's going to be money available beginning at the Water Resources Board's July board meeting, first month of the next fiscal year. We have to have everything turned in and approved internally by the Oklahoma Water Resources Board by June 2 to be eligible to get that money, okay? You got a lot of ahs and oohs as he is describing the features of this. The only ooh-ah I'm gonna get probably is if we are awarded the principal forgiveness money, it should pay 100% of the cost, okay? So, I mean, we can get up to $1 million of principal forgiveness money. It's first come, first serve. If there are 20 applicants, then they'll rank them, and if you score high enough, you'll get the money. We're hopeful that there are not gonna be that many applicants right off the bat, but our best opportunity to get the pure principal forgiveness money is get started, get everything turned in. When we get through the financial part, we'll let Jennifer talk a little bit about timing, but subject to your approval tonight, we'd kind of hit the ground running tomorrow to try to begin the process of getting the paperwork pulled together. That's the A+ option. That's the easy vote. Let's get the free money. We've looked at some other options. I'm gonna hand out just a one-page piece of paper that talks about what payments would look like
Thank you.
in these different scenarios. This assumes we do not get the principal forgiveness, and we decide to finance the meters through the Oklahoma Water Resources Board. They have a clean, the same program, it's just loan money versus principal forgiveness, okay? I've given you 4 different scenarios. Let's start with a drive-by system, okay? We're assuming a cost, I've used round numbers here, but if we did a drive-by system and the cost came in at the estimates that your engineers have put together, that'd be about $718,000 that you would borrow. If we spread that out and repaid it over a 15-year term, the interest rate, based upon where interest rates are today, would be approximately 2.44%. Your payment on an annualized basis would be about $58,000 a year. Is everybody with me as I'm on the sheet?
I am on that. When you were talking about the numbers that were above that, which was it on this? We don't have anything with that 50. I mean, I do have the 58,000, but the total amount.
At that
Oh,
principal
right,
Is that
amount.
the-
yeah.
Okay, I got it.
Okay. So, let me say that your financial position has improved significantly in the last few years, okay? You basically, you really don't have any debt right now. We got the principal forgiveness money for water meters. You had a transaction that we did back in 2001, a $2.1 million financing that's paid off. You got a bond issue relative to the hospital. We did not actually do the bond issue on the hospital, but it paid off, and you've not taken on any new debt. That's important from this standpoint. The Water Resources Board, if you borrow money, there's a requirement that your pledged revenues, the net income off of your pledged revenues, in this case your water, sewer, garbage, and electric revenues, you get gross dollars in when people pay their bills, you pay your operating expenses, what's left over is your net income. The Water Board says that your net income needs to be 1.25 times, 1.25 times your annual debt service, okay? That's kind of an industry standard, but that's their requirement. In this first scenario, your debt coverage would not be 1.25 times, it'd be 23.45 times, okay? Your cash flow, okay, is very positive particularly for a community this size. So that's, again, part of that is that you've budgeted wisely, but a lot, and you paid off your debt. So anyway, each one of these calculations.
They would not have to raise rates, is what you're saying?
Absolutely not, okay?
That's right.
You could
No
raise,
raising
you,
rates.
you could raise rates if you wanted to, okay? As an example, in this first option, 15 years, at $718,000 over a 15-year repayment term, if you added something to the electric bill to cover the cost of it, okay, again, don't need to, but if you did, it'd be about $2.70 a month.
Wow.
Okay? Now, and that's assuming 1,815 meters, which I think is about where you are, okay? Okay, so that's option one on the drive-by system. Option two on the drive-by system would be a 20-year term. These meters have a 20-year warranty, okay? So that's why we ran it at 20 years. But 20 years, the rate would be a little higher, interest rate at 2.73%. Annual payment goes down, though, because you're amortizing it over a 5-year longer period. It would be about $47,000 a year, okay? Your cost per meter there would be about $2.16, if in fact you just wanted to pass it on. Information only. The second set of numbers is your remote read system, okay, or the one with the base station. This is a very attractive option. It gives, again, the idea of, I don't know if you'll have people come in and say, gosh, I got this big water bill and they want to talk to the council about waiving their water bill. You'll have that information on a real-time basis that you can call and say, hey, your water's running, you might want to go check it, okay? And it really cuts down on the potential requests you have of people coming in to get
Does
their
that
water bill.
program automatically send, like, my house is I can see where you're running? Does she have to go look at that to see if the water's running in that house?
So,
How does that, I mean?
the only way, what it does is it reports every 4 hours
Uh-huh. Yeah.
to the
Right.
head-in system, and Jenny could do a on-demand bill reading 24/7. And it reads, obviously, on the
Oh.
weekend as well. The only time, obviously, you're gonna get a continuous consumption is if the meter runs for a nonstop period for 24 hours, it'll flag it and send that to you. But if your meter's just running and then it stops, and running and then it stops, like it's designed to do, no, you won't get
Okay.
flagged, because it's operating the way it's supposed to.
Okay.
Yep.
When you say send it to you, what do you mean? How does the person having the water running get the message that the water's running?
So they won't.
It's just the,
Correct.
She
It comes
would-
back
The billing-
here to the
in the
head
billing
system.
area.
And she
Right.
would contact the
Yes,
customer.
yep.
Go ahead. If you don't mind, can I let him ask a question or not?
Sure.
Yes.
So it's not a question, I just got a statement.
Okay.
Okay, I deal with my mom, and she had the issue of the water leaking.
Uh-huh.
And the city did call her to let us know, and therefore we were able to take care of it. So,
Oh, that was good.
the city does, pretty good, you know.
Harold Weaver did it for me. He called me and said, hey, it's running. I said, what?
Well, and with the fixed base system, it allows the guys, so I'm sure Steve would delegate to his guys, whoever is gonna be the electric and the water guru, probably water would be Michael if I had to guess. And then on water, there typically is more issues on water than there is electric, because electric, you either have power or you don't. Water,
That's
it's a
true.
different animal.
Yeah.
And so the guys would come in first thing in the morning, and we have this system, it's called Census Analytics. They would look at Meter Insight as a tool every single morning, and they would see what meters, say, obviously in a perfect world, you want 0 in your Meter Insight. But say there's 2 meters that showed up first thing in the morning when you arrived that weren't there yesterday, you become proactive, you go fix those issues on those meters before Jenny has to send out a request for the guys to go fix that. So you're essentially turning it into a work order system before she even says anything. You become very proactive.
That's nice.
And you guys are kind of getting into this, I'm stepping way out of my lane here, so I'm just gonna introduce the topic and
You're
bring
good.
it back over. But I mean, we had communities all over the state that bought, meters when they first came out. That's been 15 plus years ago. first couple rounds had some problems, or the first round for sure did. I mean, you're would you say you're at about the third generation now
Yeah. Yep.
of these meters? And they've worked a lot of the bugs out.
Issues out.
Yeah, I mean, again, it was.
There's a lot of systems that have went by the wayside.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of trial and error. So again, you are not on the cutting edge here, going out doing something crazy
Good.
nobody else has done. There's a lot of communities that are in their second.
Yeah, we've got 28 combo accounts in the state, water and electric, and I believe we have 4 out of the 8 that are triple water, gas, electric.
Wow.
So, okay, let's quickly go down to our second set of numbers. This is the remote read system, so it's the more expensive. I've rounded these numbers to about $892,000 is what the estimated cost would be for that system. You can see the 15-year payment would be about $71,500 a year, and the 20-year payment would be about $58,386 a year. Again, these are based on interest rates today. The rate doesn't get set till if we borrow the money till we close. Our first priority is obviously going to try to get the free money, but we want to kind of take care of it all at one time if we can. You've got resolutions in your packet, and that resolution authorizes a loan not to exceed $999,999. We picked that number on purpose because if we go up $1, your application fee goes up by $250, so we thought it'd be good use of your money to apply for $1 less. If we get principal forgiveness, you don't care what it costs, practically speaking, as long as it's under $1 million, okay? So that's what you'd be authorizing as a principal forgiveness transaction. What we would like for you to do is guide us tonight. What would your option be? In other words, based upon these 4 options, would you go with the drive-by or the remote read? And if you went with, let's say you picked the remote read, do you want to pay it off over 15 or 20 years?
What I want is somebody to give us $15 million and we'll just take care of it.
Don't we all?
Don't we all?
But,
Well, that's gonna be option number 1, is we're going to try to apply for
Yeah.
that forgiveness.
Well,
I
I
do
think-
have a question. So if we apply, and get denied, is there a fee that we would have to pay, you know?
well, you have to pay the water board's application fee for $250.
$250, okay.
Yes.
And that's all we have?
But
Okay.
for our
Which-
firm services, we're not charging you anything. I probably can't speak to.
I don't know how to answer that, because I'm not in charge of that part.
Okay. Well, we're just gonna pray that we do not get denied and just go that way. But it was
I-
brought to my attention, we might ask
Yeah.
if
No,
we
you-
get
you-
denied.
You have a, I would say, a reasonable chance of getting approved.
Yeah.
Okay, that's about as close as we can take it right now. They don't have anybody that is in the queue that's got all their stuff turned in, okay?
Well, your fiscal year 25 audit is done.
Yes.
So that's a huge bonus, which
Yep.
is way ahead of the curve than a lot of folks.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, very much so. Good point.
Yes,
Not
she
very
came
many
and
people
presented
applying
already.
for electric meters.
So again, what we need is, if we could, is guidance from you. If we don't get, if we get the principal forgiveness, I would assume we're going with the remote read system.
Absolutely.
And it doesn't matter what the amortization is because you're not paying it back. Okay?
Right.
So let's assume we don't get the principal forgiveness money. We have to borrow the money. This is where I need some guidance from you in terms of what you would like to do in terms of drive-by versus remote read and what amortization you would like.
Of course, it's hard not to think about that we're gonna get, that we would get approved. It's hard to get that out of your mind.
I understand.
But I guess, so if we, like tonight, talked about the remote read system, are we like locked into that? What if, 3 or 4 months, when it comes to that time, whether financially or whatever, we're like, I
So
don't know if
basically,
we
your
can
question
afford
is, if
that.
we don't get approved,
Yeah.
and we just decide not to do this for a couple of years, like,
Well, that or just,
If we get-
maybe if we chose the remote read, but then, if we don't get approved, and then is there a
Can we change back
possibility
to the
to
drive-by?
the drive-by or something? I guess is what I'm getting.
Yeah, again, I'm trying to kind of get you to make that decision, okay? Just assume the principal forgiveness is out the door. I mean, one, this is the last year we anticipate getting this principal forgiveness money, okay? Beginning July 1, it was a 5-year authorization from Congress where you had this, it's an infrastructure bill that basically said for the next 5 years, we're gonna put all this extra federal money into the states for water and wastewater projects. And they have to give away a certain portion of that in the form of grant money or principal forgiveness. There will be a little principal forgiveness next year, but it's gonna be a year from this coming July, okay? It's gonna be a tiny fraction of what it is this year. So your best chance at getting the principal forgiveness is this year, okay? If you don't get it, if I were sitting in your shoes, I would probably go ahead and borrow the money and put it in the system, because to the city manager's point, it's gonna start saving you money day one. It's gonna free up staff. And again, you are not on the cutting edge here, okay? This is something that a lot of communities and rural water districts do, and it's generally beneficial. But again, that's.
Does anybody around here in Southwest how many in Southwest Oklahoma do the drive-by?
Customers of mine,
Mhm.
so closest to you, Granite is gonna be here in the next couple
Yeah.
of months. We got Lone Wolf,
Oh, Lone Wolf, okay.
Kiowa Rural Water One, which is in between Lone Wolf
Wolf and
and
Hope.
Granite.
Okay.
Jefferson County one, Duke, Tipton, Olustee,
Oh, wow.
Hollis. Oh, gosh.
Those
They-
are all drive-by.
Those
versus
do
remote.
drive-bys.
Yes, yep. Granite's gonna be the closest fixed
Yeah,
base.
yeah.
Yeah, but obviously, they've got loan forgiveness, that we're.
They do have loan
for the
forgiveness.
water side. Yep.
We're working on it further.
So what do you recommend, Irma?
I mean, I'm pushing for the loan forgiveness, but,
Yeah,
either way, if we're going to do it, I would go with the remote read. It's not going to raise any of our rates if we don't if we don't have to. They said, we don't have to, and it's not by much. Even if we did have to, you're looking at $2 and some change.
but
but
do
I'm
you
gonna
envision,
pray
that a lot of the guys will be freed up some to where it will help us get other things done, and eventually in the whole scheme of things, it's gonna help us save money?
Oh, yeah.
It's definitely gonna save money, and our bills will be as accurate as it can possibly be.
And you don't see any issue in paying back the, either the 71 or the 58,000 for the remote reading
Even
thing here?
currently, right now, if we go and read meters and we have the phones that we've tried to
Oh,
upgrade,
yeah?
cause we
Okay.
used to have the big box, reading
Uh-huh.
ones, those big huge ones, and then we went down to the cell phones.
Okay.
And even with the cell phones, when we got that in place, it was going and being able to take a picture of the meter so it would be accurate, and we still struggle with that.
Oh, really?
We still have problems with that. There is still times where we have to, my clerk's gotta do a reread, they still gotta go back out there. We have to pull these guys to go out there and go and do it. If you've got a meter reader, Brittany can tell you, my clerks can tell you, they'll take a picture of their shoes or something just to get it and go on and move on. And then these guys have to take the time to go back and reread and get the accurate reading. And it will save on, like I said, the modules that we have to pay, so many modules just to generate bills monthly. And the man hours alone, Steve, like you said, right now he can do it they can do it in, what'd you say, 30 minutes an hour?
That's amazing.
And just the
Definitely.
fuel and the truck
The
and
fuel of the trucks with the
this-
gas prices right now
Yeah.
going creeping up
Yeah.
like they are,
And
but
also the inaccuracy of it all, the amount of
Yes.
adjustments that the billing
That we
clerk
make
Jenny
on a day.
has to do it's every time she's like, now I have to adjust this and I have to adjust this. And so it takes a lot from her too.
And even like today saying, you know, she said, hey, I need somebody up front, I've gotta do books, I have to do the, you know, the rereads, and I've gotta send the guys back out, and it's just going to, it looks like a lot, and it sounds like a lot, of course, because we don't want to see $718,000 or $892,000 in our books to have to pay. But long-term, it is going to be beneficial for our city and our employees and our accuracy of billing.
So
Dirk,
what,
can I ask you, was your question that if we went ahead and approved the loan forgiveness on the remote read tonight, and we don't get approved for it, could we go back and do the loan option?
You can
Whether
make
that
that
be-
motion tonight, you can say, hey, if 100% forgiveness is not in our
Approved
direction,
then.
we can,
Okay.
we would go for the loan for
Yeah,
the fixed base system.
Was
they
that-
can
the way-
make it, they can make
Or
an
the
adjustment to
drive-by.
that.
The way I've got the resolution drafted, and I can tweak it a little here, though, is that you would say, principal forgiveness up to $999,999, repayment loan up to X amount with this amortization, okay? And then if it turns out that the bid's coming over that, then we would have to come back down and meet with you. But again, we kind of cover it all at one time, if that answers your question.
Yes, sir.
If we did that, does that lower our rating for the unforgiveness loan? I mean, like, you were saying everything we were looking at, if we approve this stuff tonight, we can get done quicker, we can get on that list.
One doesn't negatively impact the other at all. No, sir.
Okay. You guys have any more questions, thoughts?
Do you have any
Irma,
thoughts on
Steve,
this
have you got anything you
also?
need to,
No, I would
we'd
just
like to hear from you.
I would just like to point out that in the future, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't know if anybody that has, Harmon Electric, but when they have cutoffs, they pay ahead. They're not behind. So you gotta pay, like, you come in, you pay your head of your utility bill, and after you get to a certain point, if you don't pay more on it, you get cut off in the office. So you don't have this going back and trying to collect debt, you just pay it ahead of time. Is that part of it too, that we could do in the future?
I would presume you probably would have to set that up through Encode, so that's how, like, I live on the east side of the state, north of McAllister, and we have Kiamichi, Electric, and that's how I pay in advance. You just put a bunch of money on your account, and you just see it dwindling down, then you put more money on it, and
Wow,
keeps your bill.
I didn't even know they did that.
Keeps your lights on.
There is a
Harmon
Prepaid
County
bill on your
does,
phone.
I
yep.
You
didn't
can-
even know that.
Yep.
You can watch what you use on your phone.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's a pretty good deal.
Huh, I never even heard of it.
But that does eliminate a lot of the going back and trying to collect money.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Would you, do y'all have utility
It'd
deposits?
relieve
sir?
those girls up front if they could. Yeah. Okay, guys, have you got any motions that you wanna present? Or a motion?
Figuring out how to say this. No, you go ahead.
Well, I mean, I would.
I would first make a motion for which system you want. Do you want the drive-by or the fixed base?
Okay. So we only, we need to make that in the motion. Don't
So
we have
if-
to do it
if
all
they
in one
vote
motion?
on the drive-by, let's just say they vote on the drive-by and we apply for of course, the 100% forgiveness, and it passes, we can't change to the other one, because I think that's kind of what your question was earlier. So if he-
Are we
No.
locked
So
into one or the other?
What you can do, if you approve the fixed base, I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah,
If you approve a fixed base system, when we bid it out, we can bid it out where you have your meters and the fixed base is an add alternate. So then therefore, if it pushes the budget too far, then we can just award your meters.
Yeah, because
And then
right now, the
it's gonna be
system,
drive-by.
correct, the system will read, your system that y'all have right now will read the electric meters regardless. We're just, if you can get 100% loan forgiveness and go AMI where the readings come into City Hall,
Let's go.
Oh,
it's kind of a
yeah.
no-brainer.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Right.
So we would bid it out in a way that would protect you, so you can still get the base of your meters and maybe not that. if that answers your question.
Uh,
Yeah.
Would you like me to make a suggestion based on kind of where you are?
Yeah.
Based on everything I've heard tonight, and it doesn't matter to me one way or the other, okay? I mean, we don't make more money, less money, we don't have any skin in the game in that regard. I mean, based on everything you've heard, I would suggest that you go for the remote read system at a dollar amount of not to exceed $892,000. If the bids come in over $892,000 and we didn't get the principal forgiveness, then we would come back down and meet with you
Okay.
again and say, well, the bids came in at $925,000,
Which
okay?
we've done before.
So I would stop your authorization at the 892, which is what is
Okay.
the engineer's estimate
Yeah.
in terms of the cost. But again, that's, and then in terms of the amortization, I need to tell you this. This program is not prepayable, okay? In other words, under this program, if we borrow the money, whether you get a 15-year or a 20-year, unless you get the water board's consent, which they rarely provide, you have to pay it out if you pick 20 over 20 years. In other words, if you got a big lump of money in and you wanted to pay your debt down,
Oh, they don't let you?
not an option. Now, the good news is you're locked in somewhere in the neighborhood of 2.73%. It's not like you're locked into a really high interest rate, but depending on your desire to potentially pay that off in a shorter period of time, that's just a conversation I want to make sure you're aware of. It is not prepayable. So when you think about the 15 versus the 20-year, the 20-year, the payment is a little less, 15 is a little more, but it's, make you aware of that.
Okay. All right. Any more? Okay, guys, we need a motion.
I'll make a motion to, recommend the remote read, I don't know how to word it.
Yeah, tell us again how to word it.
I would suggest that in adopting the resolution, if you have to pay the money back, you're opting for the remote read system at not to exceed $892,000 to be repaid over a term of 15 or 20 years.
Copy.
So which one do you pick, 15 or 20?
What do you think, guys? 15 or 20 years?
I say the 20.
I don't know what,
I know when I spoke with Mr.
Recommend.
Brooks and Jennifer earlier, Mr. Brooks said you guys have done really well in paying your loans off and paying your debt off, and we did. We've heard the auditor, even the last two times that she was here and I was here, she said you have done a really good job of paying these debts off. And we'll continue to make sure that we do our best to pay them off and to keep our budget to where we can. I would suggest the 15. I mean, it's at a 2.44%. So I would suggest the 15-year for the remote read, not to exceed $892,000. But we are gonna work very, very hard for the forgiveness.
Principal forgiveness.
We
That will
are-
not-
that is-
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
We are going to, I know Myers Engineering, and like I said, gosh, without this team with the water, I wouldn't have been able to do it alone. I'll tell you that. They were on me, they reminded me, they visited, they said, this is what we need to do, this is the next step, and I feel super safe with this team helping us out with this. And, everybody pray and cross fingers that it's gonna be 100% forgiveness, cause we'll, that's just where we need to look at it, but Plan B is this.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
I mean, I was thinking 20 year until he said that at the end, that you couldn't pay it off early. And and you're recommending 15. I'm thinking 15. I mean, that's now that, with him saying that.
I agree with 15.
So,
okay, any other Do we have a complete,
So the motion would be
The motion.
approve the resolution contemplating an $892,000, and I'll fix the resolution accordingly. Not to exceed $892,000 if we have to repay it,
Yeah.
to do the remote read system on a 15-year repayment.
Yeah.
okay, that's the motion? Do I have
That's
a,
what I just said.
Cameron made the
okay, do I have a second?
I'll second.
We have a second? Call for a vote, please.
Huckabee,
Yes.
Hammond,
Yes,
Earls.
Yes.
Okay, motion carries.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
thank
You
you.
guys stay in contact.
We're gonna stick around because we're on the next agenda too.
Oh, okay. All right. This next one, I'm not sure. Discussion and possible action with respect to a resolution of the Board of Commissioners of the City of Mangum, Oklahoma, approving action
You skipped
taken by.
We skipped
15, Mary
15.
Jane.
What?
We
15,
skipped 15.
and 15 is what we're at.
Oh, gosh.
We got too excited.
I did. I see I saw electric and electric here, and then I went, okay. All right, so we're on 15 then. Discussion and possible action to approve the Myers Engineering contract for the electric system project.
Again, I can't talk enough about Myers Engineering. I really can't. They've just been really good. I told her boss the other day, I said, you know, she comes down and visits us about projects that have nothing to do with Myers Engineering. And so I can't stress enough what I would do with, I need them. And so,
Well, thank you. I could say that working with Irma has been a blessing. She, like I said, she's on the pulse, she's professional, she's genuine, she has a care for the community, she has a passion for making sure that the community, like, the municipality itself doesn't go into debt where you can't pay your bills. I mean, she is watching the P's and Q's and doing things, right. I think she's one of the foremost, female city managers that I've worked with in the state, so
Great.
I think you guys are in good hands. Her longevity to the community too is phenomenal. I have a grant administration background and a municipal government background. I used to be a town clerk. So I come and join the team to make sure that your life is easier. Preparing the documents, staying on top of deadlines, reminding you of things. His customer service level is one of the best I've ever seen in his industry. So you guys are in very good hands with this team, and he's phenomenal. And then drop the mic.
Drop the mic. Okay. All right.
And those costs are covered by loan forgiveness, the Myers Engineering, and then also, so,
And or the loan.
and or the loan, so you're not out of pocket. Yeah.
So, what is that? That just needs to be, what motion does that need to be?
Just approve
Just
the
to approve
contract.
Myers Engineering.
Contract? Yeah.
I'll make a motion to approve Myers Engineering contract.
Okay, do I have a second?
I'll second.
We have a second. Call for a vote, please.
Huckabee,
Yes.
Hammond,
Yes,
Earls.
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. All right. So now we're on 16. Discussion and possible action with respect to the resolution of the Board of Commissioners of the City of Mangum approving action taken by the Mangum Utility Authority, authorizing insurance sale and delivery of Authority Series 2026 Clean Water SRF promissory note to the Oklahoma Water Resource Board ratifying and confirming and/or authorizing and approving the lease agreement between the city and the authority related to the city utility system and containing other provisions related thereto.
Mayor, that is the next one's worse, I hate to tell you. This is, in Oklahoma, under public trust law, before the public trust can borrow money, or as part of the public trust borrowing money, the beneficiary of the trust, the city commission in this case, has to approve it. So this agenda item, you're approving the authority borrowing money, even though we haven't gotten to the authority and voted on it
Oh,
yet,
okay.
okay?
I didn't
So-
understand what that
Yeah,
said.
it was a resolution saying we agree with, if the authority says yes, then we've
Yeah.
agreed to it. It meets the statutory requirement. And again, I will put in those parameters, the principal amount, and what we're gonna do
Okay,
formally in the document, okay?
okay, all right. Okay, so do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Okay, I have a motion, do I have a second?
I'll second.
We have a second, call for a vote, please.
Huckabee,
Yes.
Hammond,
yes,
Earls.
Okay,
Yes.
motion carries.
These aren't our two free ones?
Thank you. I appreciate your
Thank
time.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Be safe.
Yeah. Watch for the deer.
Unless you're not changing anything, I think it will be safe on the next agenda, so it was a pleasure meeting all of you, and I look forward to working with you guys on this project.
Thank you very much.
Thank
She
you.
leaves and you vote no on the next deal that she's gonna vote no.
It's fine. It's gonna take me out to lunch.
All right.
Yes, thank you guys. I'll
Okay.
text you.
Number 17, discussion and possible action to renew the interlocal agreement for the operation of emergency medical services between the city of Mangum and the Greer County Special Ambulance Service District. You guys, Rebecca is the chairman of the ambulance board.
The director's sick. We need a continuance. We've got several contracts that we're working on and that we're having an attorney go over. So we need a little more time.
We just need to table this.
Yes, please.
Is there any reason why we couldn't table it? Irma?
I believe the contract is up in June, so
Okay.
I think
Yes.
we would be safe for one more month.
Okay, all right. All right,
Basically, I mean, all we're doing is an up and down vote, so if you don't wanna make any changes, you can vote to make no changes
uh-huh.
today, and then that would kick it to them. If they want changes, they can bring it back here. And that's all we're doing, is asking, do we wanna extend it or not?
I have some questions and some concerns, so I would ask that we table it.
Right.
What kind of concerns?
Well, I was looking, they sent us the financials.
Mhm.
I just have some questions about
Yeah.
some of the financial stuff.
And that's fine, but I do want to make a statement here. I don't know why the city is so detailed on what the ambulance service does. Granted, they have X amount of meters, and they pay us $12, period, that's it. And I understand we have something different because we've got more than one person, or a person that has more than one meter and all that kind of stuff. I just don't understand why the city wants detailed information on the financials of the ambulance service, and all they're doing is collecting $12 and handing it to us. That's it. That's it. And I just want you guys to know how I feel about that. I don't like the idea that our city is really putting their finger down on our ambulance service and doing stuff, and all they're wanting is just hand us the money and that's it. And you don't have to do any financials. It doesn't have to put a burden on you to have to look at all that, because it's not your business. We get audited every year, or the ambulance service gets audited every year. If there's something wrong, they'll tell us. But as long as you just give us the $12, period, that's it. I'm just, that's my opinion for what it's worth. It's not worth much, but that's the way I feel about it. I never have liked it, the way the city has done that, even whenever I was mayor before. But anyway, that's my comment.
I respect your opinion on that, and to your question, that $12 is the citizens' money at the end of the day, so, wanting to know where it's going.
But they tell them on their bill, it's going to the ambulance service, period.
The only thing I have is, I've reached out to some of the other communities. Hobart is our size. They have a hospital. Their citizens pay $2 on their city bill. And I think $12.
For their ambulance service?
Yeah, for their ambulance, $2.
Mhm.
And I know some of the other surrounding, $5 is the most I had seen. But a lot of those services, or towns, their ambulance service is with their fire department. But I know Hobart's is not. So that's the only concern I had, that
You think the $12 is too much?
I think it is.
See, and I have people that tell me, I pay $20.
Well, okay,
I'll pay
so
$10.
I've got a bill for $6,000 because they can't transport. So what's the reason if they can't transport?
And the other concern I had, I went to Annie last year about this time,
Come talk to y'all.
and I asked her about doing a membership drive, because there
Oh, yeah.
is a lot of county out of
Mhm.
city limits residents.
And that's one of the things that we've got the attorney
Yeah,
for,
I,
is we are
Yeah, we're
looking
looking at that too.
went to her because I was like, I think, and there's a lot of citizens in our town that would pay more than the $12. But I went to her and said, maybe y'all should do a yearly membership drive for the, like, the month of February or something, just, you know, because I can tell you, there is, I've talked to them about it, a lot of citizens.
About the $12?
Yeah, and that live out in the county that would love to pay, you know, and there's citizens in town that would love to pay the, more than the $12. That's the only concern I had, was I just can't fathom, like the city of Hobart that has, you know, a $2 fee versus $12.
you
And I
know,
don't see how
know-
they
You
can.
haven't seen their books. I'd like to see their books too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't.
Where their income is coming from.
Yeah,
Because
well, after that last, what was it? The January one,
I visited Hobart, and I believe it is $2.
I
visited,
called.
But I did go to Hobart and I was telling Commissioner Earls at our budget meeting yesterday, I sat with Hobart for about 2 days just to see where their revenue is coming from. Sat with Altus, sat with, you know, I talked with different places around, with Hollis, just to see where do you get your revenue from besides, you know, the electric and the water. And just to, I was not here in my place when the contract with EMS came up, but in the contract, it does state that they have to present financials.
I know.
It was in 2022, I believe
I know, I read
or
every bit of it. I
2021.
just don't understand why.
So if it's something that you guys don't want, then we need to redo that
Yeah.
contract.
That's,
All right,
we
Corey.
were trying to,
Corey, I'd like your opinion on that. I wanna know how much detail you think the city needs to have from the ambulance service just to collect the $12. I mean, because there's a whole bunch of stuff in that contract.
No, I know, and that's what was all discussed and talked about back then.
Right.
I mean, so, if that, and that's what I'm saying, this just has to be either renewed or amended. That's all this is for y'all. If there wants to be amendments done, y'all can have that discussion and say, this is what we want changed. That resolution allows a box to check with the amendments. If you don't want any amendments, you just check no amendments and we're done with it.
Right,
And then if they
right.
want changes, they can bring the changes to us.
Okay, so we just need to do table it now, and then if they wanna come back with, because it's good until June.
Yes,
And then if they wanna change something or make an amendment, they can present it to us.
but what I would, I guess what I'm saying is I'm tired of this kind of being a battle every single
Yes,
year.
me too.
Because the contract actually states that it needs to be renewed by February 15th of each
Okay,
year.
yeah.
We've yet to accomplish that in all the years that we've done that. So what I think needs to be, if the city is satisfied with the contract as is, my recommendation is that we approve it. Because if we approve it, that means we're saying that we are good going July 1. Then the ambulance, if they want changes, if they don't, then they can present those to us.
Okay.
But it's not one of those situations where we all just have to sit here and do nothing month, and then come June, we're all like, oh crap, we gotta get this in place immediately. Because that's what happened last year.
But even if we approve it, we can change, we can make
Yeah,
changes.
you're just approving the contract as written. Even if we approve the contract as written, and we don't wanna make any changes, their board would still have to approve those changes for those changes to,
Okay.
for it to not be changed.
I see.
So both boards still have to approve it.
Okay.
All we're saying is the city doesn't wanna make any changes. Then that can go to their board, and then their board would say, well, we want those changes, and those specific changes can then be placed on our agenda to talk about. We don't have to wait to see what they want to change.
Okay.
You know, this is our opportunity to talk about the contract amongst ourselves to determine, do we want changes? That way we can submit those changes to their board.
Yeah.
Or do we want things to stay the same? And we can submit that to their board, and then their board can look at it and say, well, we want these changes, or we don't mind it staying the same. But either way, when they're talking about it, They know that they're talking about the contract as it's currently written, or they're talking about the contract with the city's requested changes to it. So that's really what this decision is. If you want to make changes but don't know how to articulate it today, and y'all need more time to decide, do we want changes and what are those changes looking like, I would table it for that purpose. But I would not table it just because the ambulance board hasn't finalized what changes they want to make yet.
So you guys need to decide here if you wanna keep that same contract or not. But even if you keep the same contract, they can come back and say, hey, we'd like to make a few changes.
Correct. Because it takes both boards to approve it.
Right.
And all we're trying to do is say, because that's what's happening, is there's a lot of talking at these meetings.
Yeah.
And I think it gets lost in translation.
Yeah.
Of what everybody is working from. So really what they need to know is, are they gonna be working on what has been presented and what's been approved since 2022? Or does the city wanna make specific changes to the agreement moving forward?
So we're gonna be voting on their second draft if we approve it now, and then we can still vote
Yeah.
on their changes.
Because if we say we don't want any changes, it goes to them. If they say, well, we want these changes, then those changes come back to us.
Yes, sir.
And then we have that chance at
Yeah,
that point to
yeah.
say, well, we
That makes
accept the
sense.
contract with your changes, or no, we don't accept we've already voted to
Right.
approve it, we don't accept any additional amendments. And at that time, we don't have a contract. But it just answers the question from at least one side, like, we're willing to move forward with the agreement as presented, because if we want to make changes, we need to let them know. And because their meetings are like a week or after ours or whatever,
No, just the next day.
just the next day, well, that way they have our changes going into their meetings so that they can discuss those. So
Right.
we don't do it, we're like because it started in February, and so it's already March. We're not gonna meet really again in April, and then May, so if we do our side, and then theirs do theirs, we're back in April to decide, right? But if we don't do anything and we wait for them, then
Yeah.
we don't vote till, and then we don't wanna, we don't vote till April, and if we don't like their changes, then it goes back to them.
Yeah.
Then we don't get a vote until May, and
Yeah.
then you see how quickly it goes by.
So Rebecca, does that make sense
Yes,
to you?
yeah, yes.
And so if we go ahead and just approve the
What you all
contract now,
want, then that's fine.
and then you guys come back and say, hey, this is what
Yes.
we'd like to do different, and then we'll discuss it back at that time.
Yeah, because,
Okay.
And I want to say
For
one
those-
thing. I don't want y'all to think that I'm against the ambulance at all. I'm just, like I said, citizens have approached me. I think there is more money out there, to put
We're
towards
working on-
your
the-
budget,
The
so.
part of the difference is the way we're titled.
Yeah.
Okay, is the difference in
In,
how some of the other ambulances run. Okay, we're 522, if you want to look that up. Not all ambulances run under that.
I would like to say that we have an open meeting every month. The public is invited. We have invited the city commission in the past, and we would love to sit down and talk to you. We run our financials every month, and we can send them to you every month. If you
We
want it
do.
quarterly, we have to make a
I've
special
got
report.
several of them right here.
So-
But you don't need them. There's no reason
But
to
if
have
you
them.
want to talk about them, we discuss the financials every month at our board meeting. We go through every item, see what's going on with it. And like I say, you're welcome to come sit with us during our meetings if you want to set up
It's on Wednesdays, right?
I'm sorry,
Well, we just moved it to Mondays.
to accommodate somebody. I don't
Yeah.
remember who.
Patrick.
So, yeah, we operate differently under section 522. So we are, and the county is the 522 district. Mangum is part of that district. So, anyway, that's my 2 cents, so.
Okay, so at this point, I need to have does anyone have a motion?
I'll make a motion to renew the agreement.
Okay, we have a motion to.
as
renew-
written,
the
As
agreement?
with no amendments?
Yes, sir.
With
With no
no
amendments.
changes?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
With no changes?
And the reason why we're doing it is like they said.
No, I get it.
It's,
Yeah, no, I get it, I understand.
well, the February, January meeting kind
Okay, so.
of, okay. So
And
we-
at least they know at right now that we're not making any changes. Because if we keep
Right.
tabling it,
That's true.
they won't know if, because they might do a lot of good, hard work and make changes, and then we could come back and reconvene, and we can say, well, we see your changes, but we decided we want to make changes too, and so
I
we're,
see. Yeah,
so then we have to vote. It's just, I think, cleaner if at least we send them like, okay, this is what we're doing, and that way they can say, okay, thank you, now we know what all your agreement is, so your agreement plus here's our requested
Okay.
changes.
okay.
Then we can just vote on their changes, and we at least know
Yeah.
that that the city's agreement has been renewed, if that makes sense.
Did I have a second? I didn't have it.
I'll second.
Okay, any seconds, gonna call for a vote, Lynn?
Huckabee,
Yes.
Hammond,
Yes.
Earls.
yes.
Okay, motion carries,
And
thank
so
you.
there's a resolution that Brittany has, that has a box that says no new changes. That just needs to be signed by you tonight, and then that goes to them, and then they can just go in there and make whatever changes they want and present
Okay.
that to us.
Okay,
And then we can vote on their changes, if any, at the March meeting,
right, okay,
April.
April meeting.
April meeting, sorry. I just assumed we was gonna have a special meeting this month, so.
Okay,
Don't you be wishing that
Dirk
on
gave me
us.
the dirtiest look.
Don't be wishing that on us.
okay.
Emergency
Thank you,
meeting?
guys. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, that hasn't happened in a whole 2
Number
weeks.
18, discussion and possible action to renew the interlocal agreement for the operation of a jail and dispatch center for Greer County.
I spoke with the sheriff, and he said he has no changes, and we have no changes.
Okay, so no action.
No, you approve, motion to
Approve.
approve the
To
extension.
renew the local agreement.
Yeah, and Brittany will have the same resolution. You check the box that says no new changes. That way, after y'all approve it,
Okay.
you'll then go to the county for them to approve it as well, so.
Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion to renew the interlocking agreement for the operation of the jail and dispatch center.
Okay, do I have a second?
I'll second
We have a second. Call for a vote, please.
Huckabee,
Yes.
Hammond,
Yes.
Earls.
it. Yes.
Okay. Discussion and possible action on appointing an emergency management director for the city of Mangum.
Per state statute, we have to have someone assigned to be our emergency management director for our municipality, and I am going to ask for Brittany McClintock to be our director. A month or so ago, she told me about how she loves to do this kind of work, and she's super interested in it. She tells me about it often, and she's got some certifications through FEMA currently. She's also worked alongside the local emergency planning committee to develop plans for different county-wide disaster scenarios, and she's just really, really involved with it and wants to be the director for our city.
Did you bring something that shows where we have to have the safety coordinator?
The state statute, do you have it in your?
The state statute, I don't have that in my packet for, and not for the safety coordinator, for the emergency
For the emergency
manager.
management?
But
Yeah.
it's also through OML, so the Oklahoma Municipal League, and OMAG requires that they have to have a city one, which it's just a volunteer position. And prior to it, Billy Chilson, the old city clerk, was that, and then I think Irma had even said that it's usually the city clerk anyways, and I had approached her saying, I do have certifications already in emergency management as to why.
Okay.
It's not like a pay increase, it's just, it's a volunteer position anyways.
Okay. Do I have a motion?
I'll make the motion.
We have a motion to appoint
Brittany McClintock.
Brittany, okay, as emergency management director for the city of Mangum. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
We have a second. Call for a vote, please.
Huckabee,
Yes.
Hammond,
Yes.
Earls.
Yes.
Okay. Number 20, discussion and possible action on appointing a floodplain administrator for the city of Mangum.
Also, copy and paste from the first one, she has been working on that as well. We currently had Chris Halford in place. There are some things that, some trainings coming up that, are day trainings, and they've contacted her about that as well. And, I think it's 6 hours? Don't have it in front of me, but it's 6 hours, and there's some in Clinton and what were your-
Woodward as well.
So, and that's her bringing back, just the knowledge and the education and the planning for that, so.
Can I ask a dumb question? What is a floodplain administrator?
So we're the ones, the floodplain administrator is the one that goes in and maps out, this is more of a flood zone within the city than this area. This area is on a hill, and then it also goes alongside with like how you map out different things, and it's for insurance purposes of, say, a flood does hit Mangum, then we knew the highly affected areas, and then that's where they would start off with the coverage of that, so.
Okay. Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion to
We have-
appoint Brittany
Okay, as the floodplain
as the
administrator?
Flun played, yeah.
Okay, for the city.
Fun-
Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
We have a second. Call for vote.
Huckabee,
Yes.
Hammond,
Yes.
Earls.
Yes.
Okay. And number 21, discussion possible action to appoint a new board member, Mr. Tommy Smith, for the Mangum Housing Authority Board of Trustees.
She's not here, but I did add the letter into your guys' packet
Yeah.
that was emailed to you, that she did send us a letter requesting, since they needed one more board member, one had left them.
Yeah.
She requested this particular person to be that board member.
Do I have a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Do I have a motion? Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Call for a vote.
Huckabee,
Yes.
Hammond,
Yes.
Earls.
Yes.
Okay, and then number 22, discussion possible action to appoint a new board member for the Margaret Carter Library Board of Directors. Joseph?
Hello, my name is Joseph Marsh. I'm the library director for the Margaret Carter Library. At our last library board meeting, we had one of our trustees request to step down, Gail Snipes. And so she asked us to recommend somebody for her position. We are recommending Terry Hamilton.
Oh, I don't know about Terry.
The responsibility of the Board of Trustees is to set policy for the library. They also set the fines and fees for the library. And they appoint or remove the library director. And also provide recommendations to the city commissioners.
Okay.
I'll let Terry have a moment to talk about her background and
I think most everybody here knows me, there might be one who don't. Anyway, I have a elementary degree, and then I've got a master's in instructional media and administration, and I taught for 43 years, and I was a librarian for about 20, and I've done early childhood and library and administration. So library is very important to me, and to have this city library is very important to me. So I will do my best to help out in any way that I can. And I taught him, I've had his kids, I've had her kids, I've worked with her, so, and you guys, like I said, I've
You
had
also
her
taught me,
kids.
by the way.
And I had him in
I
class.
bet you he was bad in school,
Oh,
right?
he was
I bet you he
terrible.
was.
Didn't I have you in
And most of the
Yeah.
rest of them.
I never
so
did.
He was the
anyway,
principal
his
as well.
kids.
Oh, I was your principal.
So, anyway, I think, I would
Well,
love to do
respond.
this and be a part of the community. Mary Jane, are you taking my time? Look at her.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Who
does she think
I apologize.
Oh, yeah. All right, thank
know I
you.
care about you.
Thanks, everyone.
Okay. Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion
I
to
have-
appoint Terry Hamilton as
Okay.
new board member.
Have a second?
I'll second.
I have a second. Call for a vote.
Huckabee,
Yes.
Hammond,
Yes.
Earls.
Yes.
All right, motion carries. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Okay, discussion and possible action to approve allowing the street department front-end loader to be taken to C.L. Boyd in Lawton for repairs that may exceed the $5,000 spending limit. Steve?
We currently have a front-end loader that we use pretty much on a daily basis that's down. It's an '01 that we bought in '03. I got the original
Oh, wow.
paper here when we bought it. Marshall Ray is the one that signed it, so.
Oh, my
it's outdated.
goodness, that brings back memories.
Anyway, when they bought it, it had 1,200 something hours on it, and it's been a good loader. But in the past, since 5/1 of '23, we spent $18,089.44 on repairs. 2 of those repairs were for the same repair that we had to do again.
Oh,
It's a problem with the drive shaft, but when it goes out, the engine still runs, but none of the hydraulics you can't move it. It's currently behind Duffers, broke down. I just kinda need some direction. Do we need to get it fixed and try to Band-Aid it around, or do I need to get it fixed and get it sold?
that's what you gotta help us.
My recommendation would be get to go and purple wave it.
And what's broke down right now, we've already fixed it, the same problem twice. Is
Yes,
that what
Brian
you're
has
saying?
actually fixed it. He's got his Band-Aid at least twice on it, and we're gonna try to get it back together just enough to get either on a trailer to take it somewhere, or take it to the street barn and park it and put it up for auction, is what I would suggest.
So you don't wanna take it to C.L. Boyd?
Well, we may have to if Brian or somebody can't help us get going again, we may have to get CL Boyd to come down here and at least get the drive line in it, so we can move it. We had to get it out of the street with 2 backhoes, one lifting the front and one pulling from the back.
Wow.
You cannot move that thing without that drive line. And I don't want to be going down Lewis Tittle in it and that thing come out again, and all of a sudden you're stuck in the middle of Lewis Tittle.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I know that's gonna mean more money for another loader, I understand that, but the original price of that, we gave $49,992 for it. And I know another one now would probably cost $120 to $150 for a used one.
Isn't that crazy? A used one?
Yeah, if you want a new one, it's gonna be $175, $200.
So if we approve this and y'all get it running without taking it to them, do we just not spend that money?
If we get it running again, I'm not gonna trust it. No.
I mean,
We
can
just wanna
sell
get it
it
running
from-
enough to get it out
Yeah.
from behind Duffers. Is all I want. And that's just, we already got the used one, we've already got everything together, we just gotta find somebody like, Bobby Allen's got skinny arms and get in there and get it done, because we're not able to. Him and Brian's about the only two that works for the city that can even reach it. Last time we had it fixed at Boyd, they had to pull the engine out in order to do it.
So what this motion today is just to repair the one that we've got, and then you'll decide.
Yes, if we
about-
take it to CL Boyd, we're gonna spend at least another $5,000.
So the $5,000 is just to repair it for you to sell it?
That's what I would suggest, yes. But if we can get it together ourselves, just enough to move it, I just auction it off and forget it.
That's my question, because this item number states that we're approving to spend the 5,000.
Right.
Yes. If you want to,
But if they fix it, then we won't need to approve the 5,000.
correct.
So that money would just stay there. Okay.
So what does the motion need to be, Steve?
Motion to purple wave that thing is what I think. I mean, it's got more problems than this drive line. It's 20-something, 22 years old, 23 years, whatever it is, but anyway.
Well, we're asking for $5,000 to take it to C.L. Boyd.
Well, I know that's the way that reads, but
That's what we're kind of figuring out. What's the
Trying
motion
to-
gonna, I mean, if we're just gonna fix it and
Well,
sell
I
it.
think if he can fix it himself, then we're just not spending this money for that.
right.
moment.
But I need the okay to go, I've got to get it fixed to sell it. I can't just say, okay, if you want to buy it, go behind Duffers and pick it up. I've got to get it moved.
But if Bobby or Brian can't reach it, then he's gonna have C.L. Boyd come and get it and put it in, probably have to pull the engine in order to get it in there, right?
Correct.
Which could exceed 5,000. That's
Correct.
right, yeah. So, he's just he needs to get moved. Hopefully, they can do it. I mean, and not have to spend the 5,000.
Yes.
I mean, that's your
Well,
hope.
Yes, my
But
goal,
yet,
yes.
you're not gonna let it sit there a whole month for us to meet again, just to.
Well, I hope
in
not. It's
case
already
you
been there
can't.
several weeks, so.
Yeah.
So what you'd like to see, what you would like to see is to get it fixed in Purple Way,
Get
or
it-
get it
Get it where we can move it
where we can
and then
move
auction
it
it all, yes,
and not have to spend that $5,000.
Yes.
Just sell it,
correct.
and then we'd have to get another one. And we don't know where that's gonna come from, do we, Irma?
No, not right now.
So the question is, do we spend the $5,000 to fix it, or do we get
Well-
it going and do what they're
And
wanting?
he's hoping that they won't spend the I mean,
Yeah,
he's hoping to.
I know, he's
But
hoping.
But it's,
to
it's
have-
over 5,000, so I need your okay in case we cannot do it
Right,
to get it going.
So I guess when I was approached with this, I ended up wording it wrong, so it would be to approve if they cannot repair it locally by themselves, then spend the 5,000 because it's stuck.
or up to 5,000.
Yes.
No, actually, it's excess of 5,000.
Yes.
Excess of 5,000, okay.
They charge $1,100 just to come here
1,400.
from Lawton,
14?
14, whatever it is.
Just service
Are
call,
you
just
kidding me?
to drive here.
They charge by the mile.
I was just gonna say, should we put like an upper limit on how much we're willing to spend to repair it?
That's what that is, it says it won't spend over 5,000.
No, it
It
says,
says that may exceed
It may-
5,000.
May
May
exceed.
exceed.
May
May
exceed.
May exceed.
It's just saying like,
I
if
see
you're
what you're
willing
saying.
to spend over 5,000, he's
Gotta
very
read it.
wide open.
It's your fault, 'cause
But you won't know that, will you?
You don't know that till it happens, so,
No.
Are we in need of a new front end loader?
yes,
We are?
yes. Now, we can get by for a while with our backhoes, doing what
what's
we
a
need to
new one
do.
cost?
A new loader,
Like that size,
between 175 and 200,000,
and 200, 175 and 200.
just money.
Dirk,
But
would
we're
you-
not
Dirk,
looking
would you
to
just
buy
write us a
one of
check,
those right
please?
now. We're just trying to get this one.
Yes,
sold.
I'm just trying to get this took care of, yes,
Give it
okay.
back, but I won't.
Because
I
we
could
can't
come and
just
see
say
it
we
across
want
the
purple
street.
with it. We can't do that under
no, we
this.
can't
No, I
surplus,
mean,
all
that-
we can do is repair it.
Yes,
That can be done later, I just need to get the thing moved.
Yeah, it's just if
You can get an
we,
iPad though.
Oh, really?
it could exceed $5,000.
Your family
Yes.
has to put money on your books.
But
Okay.
again, my question is, ag- we're going to pay CL Boyd to start the repairs? Or we're just gonna
If
see
we
if our guys
cannot get
can
it-
move it?
If we cannot get the drive shaft back in where we can move it, I'm gonna have to call CL Boyd to come do it.
To come move it, so that's
No,
what
to
it
come
is,
put it
not
together.
repair.
Come put it together.
To
No.
repair it.
If we
to-
wanna move it, I can drag it down the street, but I don't wanna do that.
So we are gonna repair it, basically.
To get it sold.
Kind
To
of.
get it.
Yes.
To get it sold, that's what I said. Are we repairing it to sell it?
That is my suggestion, yes.
But he's hoping he can repair it himself, right?
Himself.
That's what you're saying?
Yes.
But we need to go ahead and approve this possible expenditure if
Yes.
you
In
cannot
case.
get it fixed.
Yes.
And that can be in the motion, that they're gonna try to fix it, but they can spend up to 5,000, or, excuse me,
Exceed.
whatever the
Exceed.
motion is. Can't exceed 5,000.
I'll make a motion to allow them to exceed the 5,000 spending limit if they cannot repair it themselves. Is that right?
Right, but what if it's a $30,000 bill?
Well, we won't make
That's where.
Oh, I
Well,
guess,
if we're able to pull the 5,000 back because we don't need CL Boyd, then we can pull it back if it is a bill of $30,000.
I mean,
I mean, I'm not gonna let them come down here and just go work on it for days on end and not know what's going on. I mean, I'll stay on top of it.
what would be your limit approximately? When you say, hey, no, we're not doing that.
can we, Corey, can we make a motion that says that when they get an estimate from that, company, that they'd have to get it approved? that amount approved?
Well, I think
or-
the concern is if they're gonna drive over here for $1,400, they're probably gonna look at it and send a bill. And if it's a quick fix, I think that's the issue, right?
We're going to get a bill for them to just come down and
I
look at it,
know,
yes.
that's just
Also,
crazy.
If we don't have approval to have them make repairs on it when they come down, then they
We'll
move
have
it
to pay
back. and
again
then
when
they
they
come
come
back.
back. Another-
So now you're at 2,800.
Can I second Dirk's,
Well,
motion?
You can do
I
whatever
don't
you
know,
want.
have you got your motion completely?
I think so.
I'm
I think
asking.
I-
Right now, you got a motion to exceed
Oh, yeah, yeah.
$5,000, not
You will
repair,
second.
sell.
Okay.
I am second.
That you can't,
All
and
right.
If we cannot do the repair ourselves, that's the motion that,
Mhm.
that we cannot do the
And
repairs.
if we
ourselves.
cannot repair it ourselves.
And
But
with
limit
the-
it to,
And
$5,000.
with the trust of Steve, or, you know, if they come in and say it's, you know, it's gonna be 100,000, I mean, you're gonna be like, no. I mean, it's,
I'm gonna say no also.
Well, I was gonna say, what level do we say no at?
Yeah,
Where-
that's,
where's the
that's
cutoff?
true.
well, and that's, I mean, that's something Steve would have to guess at, whether it's 10,000 or, I don't know, I don't have a clue.
I'll-
I mean,
Anything over 5,000 would just come out of Gordon's retirement.
there we go, that'll work.
yeah,
Okay, well, there was
I
a
second that
first and a
motion.
second on that.
There was a first and a second
Yes.
on, and what was the motion?
That if they cannot repair it to get it moved themselves, that they approve to exceed the $5,000 for CL Boyd to come out.
Should that be?
At the discretion of the city manager's amount after that, cause we will sit down and talk about it and make sure that it's not going to be a crazy amount of money.
I started to say, I
That,
mean,
that I
yeah.
agree,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's like,
So,
I
yeah.
So
I
we
don't
can
think
have
he
that
wants to-
and
Yeah.
still second it.
I don't think
Okay.
he wants to motion,
It's
whatever
not
amount.
Yeah.
blank
Right.
check,
No.
He
yeah.
doesn't
I mean,
wanna do that.
I trust our workers.
Right.
maybe
If they're gonna
extend 5,000 up to a limit of
Determined by the city
20,000.
Yeah.
Right.
Determined by the
Oh, determined by the city manager.
Okay.
There you
That
go.
the-
There we
So
go.
if he comes to me and says it's gonna be $19,000, I'll say no.
Right,
Yeah,
Right, yeah.
I'll say no.
okay, so can you add
Okay.
that, can you add that to it?
Yes, and then he even turned around and said
Okay.
he still seconds with that
Still
adding.
seconds it. Good
So Huckabee,
Yes.
Hammond,
Yes.
Earls.
Yes.
Okay, good job. Okay. All right, my gosh. Discussion possible action to approve the invoice 226013-1 to Myers Engineering for electric system replacement project in the amount of $1,275.
That is the invoice for Myers Engineering and them just now talking to us
Oh, okay.
for this.
Do you have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Second?
I'll second it.
Second. Call for vote?
Huckabee,
Yes.
Hammond,
Yes.
Earls.
Yes.
Okay. 25, discussion possible action to allow the city of Mangum to obtain a Sam's business membership in the amount of $50 a year so that it could be used to purchase items for the pool concessions.
So last year, we were, ordering from Amazon, we were shopping in bulk with United, and it's just too expensive. We did have a Sam's Club membership years ago for just the pool. I said, when I talked with Sarah, usually is over our pool every year, and she is the one who does our ordering for us and manages the inventory there. I did let her know that if we did get a membership, she was the only one that was going to be allowed to use it, and I would approve the purchases.
Okay.
So it's $50 a year to get the Sam's Club membership, and, but yeah, that's all that is.
Okay, do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
All right, have a second?
I'll second.
We have a second. Call for a vote, please.
Huckabee,
Yes.
Hammond,
Yes.
Earls.
Yes.
Okay, 26, discussion possible action to approve payment application number 3 for the period ending September 30th, 2025 in the amount of $58,900 to Kuntz Roofing for replacement and repair of the Mangum Regional Medical Center roof in accordance with the owner-contractor agreement approved on June the 2nd of 2025. The payment should be made out of insurance proceeds received in relation to the roof repair and should not impact the municipal budget.
It does not impact the municipal budget. We got $61,353 in hospital insurance money for that currently.
Okay,
So we just need to pay out that invoice.
okay. Do you have a motion?
I'll make the motion to approve the payment.
Okay, second?
I'll second.
We have a second. Call for a vote, please.
Huckabee.
Yes.
Hammond.
Yes.
Earls.
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. The next item is number 27, executive session, discussion of possible action to approve the settlement agreement related to the EEOC charge number 5642025033337 to resolve all litigation between the parties where, with the advice of counsel, public disclosure will seriously impair the city's body's ability to process the claim, litigation, and proceeding in the public interest with possible executive session in accordance with 25 OS 307B4. Do I have a motion to go into executive session?
I'll make the motion.
We have a motion. Do I have a second? We have a second. Call for a vote.
Huckabee.
Yes.
Hammond.
Yes.
Earls.
Yes.
We are in executive session.
It's not my fault anymore.
Corey, do I have to make a motion to come back into?
I would, yeah.
Yeah, it's not on here. Okay, I entertain a motion to come back into open session.
Second.
We have,
Or I'll make the motion.
make the motion.
And I'll second.
In a
Okay.
second. Okay, call for a vote.
Huckabee.
Yes.
Hammond.
Yes.
Earls.
Yes.
Okay, any action from our executive session?
I'll make a motion to agree to the settlement.
Okay, we have a motion to agree to the settlement. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second. Okay, call for a vote.
Huckabee.
Yes.
Hammond.
Yes.
Earls.
Yes.
Okay. Next one is discussion and possible action to enter into executive session to discuss the employment, hiring, appointment, promotion, demotion, disciplining, or resignation of any individual salaried public employee, officer, specifically the city manager, in accordance with 25 OS 3071B1. Okay, do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
We have a motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second
I have a second. Call for a vote, please.
Huckabee.
Yes.
Hammond.
Yes.
Earls.
it. Yes.
Move mine out of your way.
Weird.
Back on.
Okay, we're back, and at this time, I'll entertain a motion to go into open session.
I'll make the
We
motion.
have a motion, to have a second?
I'll second it.
We have a second, call for a vote, please.
Huckabee.
Yes.
Hammond.
Yes.
Earls.
Yes.
Okay, discussion and possible action in regard to executive session.
Okay, when I came in as city manager, I expressed to every one of my board members that whenever I felt it was my time to do something different, or we could get a city manager that could come in and do something different and have different ideas than what I came in with, I said there wouldn't be any hard feelings, and I know when it's time for that to happen. And so I am, effective July the 1st, stepping down as the city manager, and we can start looking for someone else to come and take that seat. And I've enjoyed the opportunity that I was given to be the city manager of our city, and you guys have all been so good to me and have helped me go day by day by day here. Without the employees, I would not, I say all the time, I am nothing without them. So.
Okay, thank you.
To add to that, I'd like to make the motion to hire Irma as the assistant city manager effective the same day.
I'll second.
Okay, do we
And-
have a motion
yeah.
and a second?
Yeah.
Corey, do we have to have a motion and a second to accept the resignation?
Yeah.
That's what I thought, yeah. Oh, so it's the first thing we need to do.
I'll make a motion to accept Irma's resignation effective July 1,
I'll second.
2026.
I have a second, call for a vote, please.
Huckabee.
Yes.
Hammond.
Yes.
Earls.
Yes.
Okay, and then we have a second.
Or you need to make the motion.
I'll make the motion to hire Irma, as assistant city manager effective July 1st, 2026.
Okay. We have a second?
I'll second.
We have a second. Call for a vote, please.
Huckabee,
Yes.
Hammond,
Yes.
Earls.
Yes.
Okay. Have I left anything out, Corey? Okay. All right. At this time, staff and board remarks. Any new business? Okay.
Go ahead. No, you're good. Go ahead, you're already up.
As I was saying, that we have a unit that's getting fixed. The bill came in, it was $2,080,
$2,089, yes.
$2,089, and we wanted to get him paid so that we can go ahead and get that unit now, and we didn't have time to put it on the agenda, and we'd like to go ahead and make a motion to be able to pay him so that we can get it taken care of.
Okay, do I have a motion?
I'll make the motion.
We have a motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Call for a vote, please.
Huckabee,
Yes.
Hammond,
Yes.
Earls.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. Any other new business? Oh, okay, we got the
Yes.
chief, fire chief.
All right, so last night I found a grant that I didn't know was coming up, and it's 100% grant. It's from the National Volunteer Fire Council, and it's for the canned emergency drinking water. I just need to know if I can apply for it or not, and then I've got another deal, and y'all decide on that.
You're asking us if you can apply for free money.
Mhm.
Okay. I don't think that's a problem.
Okay, I didn't figure, but we have to go through it, so.
I know, I know.
The other deal.
Oh, hold
is-
on,
We need to
Brian.
vote for
Sorry.
that one.
You gotta wait on.
I'll make the motion.
Okay.
I'll second.
Huckabee,
Yes.
Hammond,
Yes.
Earls.
Yes.
Okay.
All
Now,
right,
go ahead.
on the other deal, contacted the company that we're buying the new fire truck from. I was planning on going and getting it tomorrow. However, they found a switch that was not working. So they ordered it. It should be in the morning, but they said for $500 they will deliver that truck. And it's 572-mile round trip. We'd have 9 to 10 hours and 2 people, fuel up there in one truck, fuel back in 2. And I think it's a pretty simple deal, just to pay the $500 and not have 2 people tied up all day.
You got that in your budget?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Okay, do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. Call for
Huckabee,
vote.
Yes.
Hammond,
Yes.
Earls.
Yes.
Is there any other new business? If not, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I have a second.
Yes, I'll second.
Call for a vote.
Huckabee,
Yes.
Hammond,
Yes.
Earls.
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. We're gonna go directly into the Mangum Utility Authority. Call the meeting to order. Would you do a roll call, please?
Huckabee,
Yes.
Hammond,
Oh, here.
Here.
Scott,
Here.
Earls.
Here.
Okay. We have a quorum. The consent agenda, if you look at the items there, is there anything you'd like to have removed from the consent agenda? If not, do I have a motion to approve the consent agenda?
I'll make the motion to approve it.
Okay.
I'll
Have a
second.
Second. Call for vote.
Huckabee,
Yes.
Hammond,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Earls.
Yes.
Okay, any remarks from the audience? Anything you would like to say? You've got 3 minutes, you can talk. Okay. All right, ordinance and resolutions, number 6, discussion of possible action to approve resolution number 2026-030001 for the city to hold a special election on June 16th. Do I have a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Second,
I'll second it.
call for vote.
Huckabee,
Yes.
Hammond,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Earls.
And then the action to approve resolution 2026-030302, adding Mary Jane Scott to the bank account. Do I have a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Second?
I'll
Yes.
second.
Okay, call for vote.
Huckabee,
Yes.
Hammond,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Earls.
Yes.
Okay, and other items, discussion possible action to approve the electric meter system replacement project with review of funding options. Okay, this is the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 8
Yes.
and 9 Basically, since we're going forward with the, what we did at the city meeting.
I know what you're talking about.
8, and 9,
And
really 8, 9,
and 10.
10, 11 is all the same thing. So, I mean, those should be got quick, so I'm just throwing that
So
out
we
there.
just need to approve those and
Yeah.
go on. Okay, all right. So on item number 8, do I have a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Motion and second.
Second.
Okay, call for vote, please.
Huckabee.
Yes.
Hammond,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Earls.
Okay, and number 9 is the one to approve the Myers Engineering contract for the electric system replacement. Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Second?
I'll second it.
Second. Okay, call for vote.
Huckabee,
Yes.
Hammond,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Earls.
Yes.
And number 10 is the same one about the money, the borrowing.
Yeah, this is, borrowing money. Yeah.
This is borrowing. So do I have a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Call for vote, please.
Huckabee,
Yes.
Hammond,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Earls.
Yes.
Okay. Number 11, discussion possible action to renew the interlocal agreement for the operation of the emergency medical services between the city of Mangum and the Greer County Special Ambulance Service. So we'll do the same thing we did on the other one. So I have a motion.
I'll make the motion.
That same motion, second.
I'll second it.
We have a second. Call for a vote, please.
Huckabee,
Yes.
Hammond,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Earls.
Yes.
Uh,
This is a new one.
Yeah. Discussion and possible action to approve Adams Equipment Company proposal number 13252 to complete a turnkey demo of 6 power plant engines by removing a concrete wall and replacing it when done with a steel structure to re-enclose the wall and paying the city of Mangum a sum of $20,000 for the engines.
As you all probably know, the power plant is done for.
Oh, come on. You mean you can't get out there and fix that thing again?
I'm sorry, can't fix it.
I tell you what,
So-
as bringing kids up there and seeing that,
I
but
know.
even though it didn't work, they were amazed.
But you don't want them in there now. It looks,
I hadn't been in there in
it
years.
looks pretty bad. Well, maybe you'll get a tour tomorrow. Maybe Steve will take you for a tour. It's pretty bad in
It
there
is
now.
pretty bad, I
There's
feel.
nobody there cleaning it up or anything,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know. So, whatever you guys, I mean, this has been brought up several times. I know it's sad but true. We're either gonna get 20,000 for it or nothing.
Nothing.
And this company's willing to come in and
You guys know that those are
Take it.
World War II engines, right? Submarines? One, that's right. It was one. Thank you. Yep.
yes, dual fuel, actually.
I remember them showing me what it took to start everything.
Oh, yeah.
That was unreal, what it even took. And today, they just go up there and push it, don't they?
So I say all that's so antiquated that,
It's,
you know, you got huge engines that generate a little bit. Now you can get something small to do the same
do the same
generation.
thing, that whole plant.
So, like I said, the proposal here is for this Adams company to, they're sitting on the phone waiting for me to call them.
Irma, what do we, $20,000, and that's, I mean, what's your opinion on all this? We wanna know.
We've sold parts out of there to Paul Huska,
Right,
little at a time. I'm hoping we've got paid for all of that.
we did.
But, I mean, they're pretty much, they've got what they're gonna get. So like I said, it's either gonna sit there and draw more dust, or we can get at least 20 grand out of it.
I did talk with Gordon about it when he first brought it up, and I said, I don't want anything in the front of the building touched whatsoever, because
Yeah.
we talked
Yeah,
about.
yeah, we
really,
talked about that.
Yeah.
You know, we
That
want
makes
to
sense,
paint
sure.
and do the windows and
Sure.
get that, it's a historical part
Yeah.
of Mangum. He's assured that they're just going to do that backside, but as far as the money, like, he's right, it's just going to sit there, and it costs us a lot of money in insurance
Mhm.
just for the building to sit in there with non-working equipment.
And we have to have, insurance on it. We can't not have it, and so it's
But
cost.
after everything is stripped, we can change that to a liability.
Ah, okay. Okay.
I'd rather receive some money from it than set it.
That's
just
my
go to
opinion
waste,
too, but
you
I
know?
mean, that's whatever you guys decide on.
Okay, do we have a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve Adams Equipment Company, their proposal.
Okay, do I have a second?
I'll second.
Do I have a second? Call for a vote, please.
Huckabee,
Yes.
Hammond,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Earls.
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. All
All right,
right.
thank you guys.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Gordon.
Yes,
Thank you,
thank
Gordon.
you. I didn't even recognize you. It's been so long since I've seen you. I know, and you're a little longer here. We used to talk all the time. What am I, where are we at now? Oh,
Staff
we're on this,
remarks.
well, yeah, any staff or board remarks?
So, no, I don't have any.
Any new business? I'm trying to get out of here now.
No new business, we're done.
Okay, no new business. Okay, can I have a motion to adjourn?
I do wanna tell everybody thank you. I do wanna say that.
Well, we thank you.
We thank you.
Do I have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Call for a vote, please.
Huckabee,
Yes.
Hammond,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Earls.
Yes.
All right, we are adjourned.
You can open your bills. I'll clip my bills and you open all your bills.
You kind of confused for a second, so the mayor is the chairman for the second.
I
so
caught
she
on.
has the vote. I was just like, you kind of turned around and I was like,
Yeah, I caught on.
yeah, so that one, since it's not the mayor, it's the chairman, they get a vote. So, yeah, I just wanted to let you know, I'm like,
Thank you.
but it's been so long that we've had a mayor as opposed to a vice mayor, so even like the recent ones.
I think that's what.
This is only my first mayor because I was only on one board before she resigned. And so I had to like research, I'm like, do I have to go for a vote?
And I was like, I think I've watched
think
enough.
I'll be here.
Right?
I just shot him a text and he was like, okay, we'll head your way Thursday morning with it. I said, perfect.
Are these
That
ours?
saves me from having to take one of my days off, to go up there.
When's tomorrow? Wednesday,
Gotta
yeah. I'll
fix
be
the
around.
other one.
If you want to wait to sign everything till tomorrow, then you can. We've got it shown.
Let me sign just a couple and then I'll come back tomorrow. You too, thank you.
Yeah, have a good one.
That's barring no
Go
traffic.
feed your wife.
Good, sir. I had peanut butter.
Oh,
There was some pizza.
Yes. Hey, Cooper,
Not feeling
I
that
forgot,
yet.
I got two
but I
of
am
them that
now.
everybody has to sign. If you could just sign these two for me, because everybody, that's our payroll and then the bills.
Thank you very much.
These are the resolutions from the power thing that the guy presented. That's the contract.
Shelley.
Yeah. Finance part. Contract with finance crew. You're fine. I had it on this side because it sticks up the wrong way.
That's the whole thing that.
Wait, Dave's right, you sign above your name. And then I can put the date in. We got two more, let's go strong.
all right, I'm hurrying.
I didn't get this part to quit.
That's it?
Yep, these are for everybody.
65.
You mean I don't have to come back tomorrow? I don't have to come back tomorrow?
They said that you were joining in the budget meetings tomorrow. You gotta be here all day tomorrow.
It's lovely.
Could I get,
I forgot. Sign here. You sign one, well, he signs the other. Oh, see, I accidentally put sign there. Go ahead and sign on the line. Here, look, you beat him to it.
I got a long name too.
Where, does it matter?
Have a great night.
Next,
No, it doesn't
I
matter.
said the next time I marry in for money and a shorter name.
All I've ever taken is longer names. Nope, you already signed that one. I just needed two. Oh, no, you only. Okay.
Oh, let me
Forgot
sign
you were
it.
digging for the pen.
And go.
All right, I know. She had a good 15 tonight.
Text me the morning of, hey, you gotta be here by then.
I will, for sure will. You need to send me the schedules.